back, NYC Fragrance family. Joe with another video. This one is about 12 fall fragrances that I have in my collection that deserve more love. Now, I have had some of them on my list before, but you might see one or two, but there's some other ones here that I think deserve more love. So let's go with the first one. First one on the list, this one I've talked about, but again, I think it deserves more love. Nishane Karagoz. This one's got that grape note, vetiver, oud. I think it's just a fantastic fragrance. You know, pricey, yes, but definitely deserves more love and more attention. Get yourself a sample and try this one out because I think you're going to really enjoy it. Nishane Karagoz. The next one I have a travel spray of, and most of these fragrances from this house I have these size travel sprays because they're affordable and good to build a collection off of. And from Histoires Parfums, Patchouli Noir. This is a musky, leathery patchouli fragrance. Little backdraft there. But I think it's very elegant. If you're looking for patchouli fragrance, nighttime, date night patchouli fragrance that you enjoy the note of patchouli, definitely check this one out. Be outstanding for the fall. Noir Patchouli from Histoires Parfum. The next one, this one, I guess this house has kind of been talked about as being a clone house, but this fragrance takes the original and gives it a little twist. From the house of Afnan, I have 9 p.m. 9 p.m. is basically a clone or a inspiration of Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male, throwing in a little bit of a chocolate note on top of it. Affordable, long-lasting, very good fragrance, and I definitely recommend it. I really enjoy Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male, so for me this is just taking it to a whole nother level and bringing me good value. Afnan, 9 p.m. The next one I've talked about before. I have really enjoyed getting into this house this year. I have a bunch of their fragrances and they're all relatively under $50, $40. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Lalique L'Insoumis. L'Insoumis, very herbaceous up front, clary sage and basil with a beautiful woody dry down. Nice masculine scent, but there are some ladies that'll try this one and will pull it off. I think it has that potential, but definitely a beautiful scent. It works great in the outdoor air. I've really enjoyed the wafts off of this when I wear it, and it's a great value. Lalique L'Insoumis. The next one I discovered at Essence last year. The brand launched. The perfumer behind the brand is one of the best perfumers of all time, Olivier Cresp. And the brand is his brand, and his son-in-law, which are kind of working together, and his daughter are involved in the brand. And the brand is called Akro, and the fragrance I'm talking about is Dark. Akro Dark, this is definitely a warm, cozy fragrance, something you wear on a date or when you're going to be at home with your date or in bed with your date. Chocolate vanilla. It's just a sexy, seductive chocolate vanilla fragrance. And it is in reference to the chocolate addiction. So, Akro Dark, definitely check it out. And you can get a discovery set of Akro, which they have very nice fragrances up and down the line. If dark's not your thing, you might find one in there that you like. Just a tip. The next one is a house. This house definitely needs more recognition. It's a niche house. It's been around for a while. They make really good fragrances. For you people that are looking for high performing, high long lasting fragrances, this house definitely gets it done. The house I'm talking about is Profvmvm Roma, and the fragrance, Confetto. Confetto has been said to smell like Parfum de Marly Pegasus. Now, what I will tell you is this came out first, so take that for what it's worth. So if anything, Pegasus smells like Confetto. for those of you that say these things. But what I will say is this has an added anise note to it, which differentiates it, I think, from Pegasus, and that's why I think and I feel this is a better fragrance. This was a love at first sniff for me. As you can see, I've gotten some good wears out of it. You know, for a 100 ml bottle, there's a little bit of that juice missing from there. So I do enjoy this one. So next one, cheapy find this year that I had. This brand is another house also like Lalique that I delved heavily into this year. I don't know if it's because of my Italian background or just I know the name, and I said, well, these fragrances aren't really getting talked about much. Let's see what they're about. And as I got into them, I actually found some that I really enjoy. And this one especially. Cerruti 1881 Bella Notte. Little glare there. This is a peppery cardamom vanilla fragrance. If you like fragrances like YSL Tuxedo, but you want it a little spicier, a little less unisex, maybe a little more masculine, this fragrance definitely does that. And it does it at an affordable, very affordable price. Cerruti Bella Notte. Check it out. I think it's definitely worth a try. The next fragrance is a smaller brand. This is the only fragrance they have in the collection at the moment, but it's a really good one. The fragrance I'm talking about is Blonde from Blonde. Here you get blackcurrant, some beautiful florals, sweet, light, bright florals, but there's this marshmallow note, which is very interesting and makes the fragrance very, very interesting. This is a really well blended fragrance. You don't see it talked about much. It's kind of like under the radar, and it's at an affordable price. Excellent niche fragrance that you can get your nose on. If you like those sweet gourmandy type fragrances that'll make you stand alone, Blonde's one to definitely check out. Almost dropped it there. So Blonde, definitely check it out. The next one is a designer house, but it's a designer house mostly overseas. You don't hear about their brand much here in the US. The fragrance is created by one of my favorite perfumers, Cecile Zarokian. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Hyaari Only For Him. I got this at a good discounted price. Fragrance X actually carried it. I don't know if they still do. Comes in and out of stock, but they do carry the brand. This fragrance is beautiful benzoin, ginger, ambery. It has this masculine vibe about it, like this real upscale, almost oriental type thing. It's like taking a fougere, adding an oriental fragrance to it, adding an amber to it. It's hard to even explain. You have to get yourself a sample to smell this one to understand what this is about. For me, it was a love at first sniff. I blind bought this, which is crazy, but I couldn't be happier. When I got this bottle and I sprayed it, it was fantastic. So, Hyaari Only For Him. Needs definitely more attention. The next one from a house that I pretty much have all their fragrances, and I think he's got one coming, and he's been on a tear, and these fragrances are, I'm going to say, they're really good. I don't have any issues with any of these fragrances. I enjoy most of the line, and this one is probably one of my favorites, Happyland Paisley Sky. This one is all about heliotrope up front. You got a beautiful patchouli, beautiful incensey myrrh note. That sprayer is just killer, and I say it every time I talk about a Happyland, but it just is. This is a definitely great fall fragrance, winter fragrance, date fragrance, and a good value. And right now, that scent in the air is just unbelievable. So that's all I'm going to say. This is a great one. He does sell samples as well, so get some samples and check it out if you're interested. The next one I just love this fragrance. It's my favorite from the house. I know some people like Murrin Tonka, they consider that to be their favorite, but for me, it's been always about this one. Jo Malone Oud Bergamot. Simply that. Bergamot and oud, but it's a sweet orange oud. Just a simple, beautiful, simplistically made, beautiful fragrance. Easy to wear, smells great. Performance is moderate, but Jo Malone is not known for performance. Although the fragrances, I think, are done well. They're all big fans of Jo Malone. Not everybody is. I happen to be one that does like the Jo Malone line. And Oud Bergamot is definitely the one. I have English Oak and Hazelnut, which is also something that is to be blended with this. So to make a fall winter scent for yourself with Oud Bergamot with a little more warmth, you add that English Oak and Hazelnut and you're good to go. So the last one I have today, because I said I had 12, this one I picked up when I was in Florence 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. Almost lost my train of thought there. I visited the Santa Maria Novella boutique, which is phenomenal. If you're in Florence, you have to go check it out. Especially if you're a fragrance enthusiast, it is something that you will never forget. And the fragrance I brought back and I picked out was Tobacco Toscano. This is a tobacco, vanilla, amber, birch fragrance. It just captivated me when I first smelled it. The only thing, again, what I'll say is about their fragrances, you know, they call Aqua de Colonia. So whenever you hear Aqua, there tends to, or of cologne or cologne concentration, they don't last that long. Definitely don't last that long. But the smell on this is something fantastic. And you see the level there. I've been sparingly using it because it's kind of like one of those things. It's a treasure for me because I bought it in Florence and it's almost like a souvenir from Florence for me. So I'm trying not to drain the bottle. I know I can replace it here. There's a Santa Maria Novella here in NYC. And I can replace the bottle if I wanted to. But it just has a little bit of a, I don't know, something to think about my travels when I went to Florence. And I'd like to get back there someday because it's really, really beautiful city. So those were my 12 fragrances that need more love. I hope you found something in this list that helps you out. If not, I don't know what to say. It wasn't a top 10 or a top 12 list. It's just 12 fragrances from my collection again that I think need more attention, that can be used and worn for the fall season. So, new viewers, thank you for stopping by. New subscribers, thank you for joining the NYC Fragrances family. And my regular subscribers, my NYC Fragrance family, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys really pushed the envelope for me. I finally got monetized recently. Now, I'm not going to change the way I do my content because now I'm getting a little bit of pennies from AdSense money, because I mean, I know people think that means, oh, you're getting a lot of money. It really doesn't. It takes a lot of views and a really, really big channel to make even a dent from AdSense money. It's just something that now adds to me and the channel. I may get money enough to buy one more fragrance or whatever because of the AdSense money. Who knows? Who knows how it works out? It all depends on how much it gets viewed and how everything gets viewed. So, I just want to say thank you for getting me to that milestone. It really means a lot. And until the next time, remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Have a nice day.